Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to. Feel free to skip things or change things if they're not working for you today. Let's begin sitting. If you have something you want to sit up on, you might grab a blanket or cushion or block. We'll come into a comfortable cross-legged position. You can either close your eyes or take a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. And start to settle in. You might let your attention drop all the way down to the base of your pose, feeling what's touching the floor or your props. Start to slow down your breath. And anytime you notice your mind is wandering onto other things, just as soon as you notice, see if you can invite yourself back. What's happening right here, right now, in this moment, in this body. And you're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you throughout your practice. So let's begin with a side stretch. We'll bring the right arm up and over. You can lean onto your left hand or elbow. Try not to tip off your right sit bone. Keep both sit bones grounded. And then circle your right arm back behind you as far back as you can. A couple big circles, exploring the full range of motion for your shoulder. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to your side stretch, and then we'll curve around through center, all the way over to the other side. Opening up into a side stretch on the left sit bone grounded, left fingers reaching, and then circle your left arm back behind you as far back as you can. Finish up the circle you're on, coming back to a side stretch. And then curve your way through center, come all the way around to the first side, take one big circle. Again, curve around through center, all the way around, one big circle. And then curve to center, and we'll hang out there so you can rest down over your legs into the support of your hands or elbows, or maybe all the way to the floor. And then walk your hands in, rolling up. Bring hands to the floor behind us, fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back and your elbows back. And then lift the chest. Take the chest as high as you can. Sternum rising up. And then release. Come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees. Drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top. Sitting tall, drop your right ear over to right shoulder, and we'll press down through the left shoulder, stretching left side of the neck. You might lift or lower your chin. And then rotate chin to chest and come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, but now a little bit more through the right shoulder, looking for a stretch on right side of the neck. Rotate your chin to your chest, come back to the first side, and then go back and forth a few times, half circles or 3/4 circles, watching the sensation move from one side to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head and let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. Release arms, head floats back up. We'll bring hands to the floor behind us. Again, shoulders roll back, elbows roll back. Lift the chest. And then release. Come up, hands to knees, round back. Let's roll our way back up and bring feet to the floor, hip width apart. You can shift your hands to the floor in front of your feet and take a little rock front to back. So as you rock your weight forward, looking for a stretch through the toes, just working with your body as you rock back, getting into calves, ankles, Achilles tendon. And work with the mobility you have. You don't have to be able to do things you can't do or have more mobility than you have right now. Just explore what your limits are carefully, consciously. And then drop the heels. Let's lift the hips and come to hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart. Parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. Feel free to take a little sway or shake out here. And if it works better for you, you're also welcome to use support through your arms, resting elbows on thighs or hands on ankles. Let's bend the knees a little more and slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. We'll step up to the front of the mat and let's take a half A series sun salutation. So you can start in mountain pose, feet can be together or apart. We'll bring hands together at the heart, drawing the belly in, bringing support through the back from the front. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen part way up. Exhale, fold all the way down, let your head release. Inhale, back up to standing. Exhale, arms press down, standing even taller. Again, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Fold again. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale. Exhale, fold. From here, we'll add on. Inhale, lengthen. Here, let's step the left foot back and come into a lunge. So if you need to adjust the distance, go ahead. Try and have your right knee right above your ankle. We'll bring the upper body up. Finding length and space. Grounding and ease. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor. And let's step forward. You can take one big one or a couple small ones. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Let's step the right foot back. Adjusting to find your lunge. Arms up when you're ready. Sink low. One more breath here. Release. Step forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Left foot steps back. Arms up. Let's tip forward, standing splits. Hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square. With the upper body letting go. Like ragdoll, let your head hang, let your neck release. Stretch that back leg straighter, longer, higher. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one, drop the back heel. Inhale, arms up. Sink low, deep bend in the front leg, straight long back leg, both feet grounded, shoulders dropping. One more breath here. Release, hands to the floor. Let's step forward. Lengthen and fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Right leg steps back. High lunge, arms up. Let's tip forward, standing splits. Try and do this with hips square. Stretch the back leg long. Let your head release. Even the muscles of the face relaxing. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. One more breath. Release. Hands to the floor, step forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. And let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Exhale over to a side bend. Left arm can provide a little support. Reach long like a yawn through the whole right side. Reach a little further out to come up. And release down. Same thing other side. And reach a little further out to come up. And release down. Let's interlace fingers. Press out through the palms. Take your arms up by your ears. Shoulders drop down. Arms reach long. And then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. Could be just a slight lift of the heels or coming all the way up. Belly drawing in to protect and lengthen the back. Shoulders keep dropping. Face relaxed. Now imagine you could keep your head where it is now as you lower your heels. So grow a little longer as the heels come down. We'll unlink fingers, push out through your palms, pull the fingers back towards you strongly. And then curl from fingertips down, pull the knuckles in, really reaching. Keep reaching long and then circle your wrists a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. Let's release, bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips go low, head reaches high, shoulders drop low. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step the left foot back. Arms up. Let's come into warrior three. Shift forward and find your balance. If you want to make this easier, you're welcome to keep your torso high and your leg low. As long as it's a straight line from your torso to your back leg, it can be at any angle. So parallel to the floor is one option. It's not the only option. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Let's take eagle arms. Right elbow on top of left. Lift the elbows, open up the upper back in a nice arch, but keep the lower back long by lifting the belly, dropping through the tailbone. A little pressure between the elbows to open up the upper back a bit more. And then shift your weight forward, come onto the toes of that back foot, step into eagle, Garudasana. Knee on top of knee. If you can hook your ankle around your calf, do so. If it doesn't reach, just hug it in close. Last breath here. Unwind, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Feel free to grab a block for your bottom hand or bend your bottom leg. Pulling up through that top arm, lots of space from one arm to the other. Feel the top of the head and that back foot connected, nice long lines. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor, we'll drop the back foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Right leg steps back. High lunge, arms up. Warrior 3, again, taking this at your challenge level. So you can choose the outer shape that suits you now. Within the outer shape you're choosing, how much can you feel? A lot of these poses at first are overwhelming. It's hard to feel anything. So we do the same shapes over and over. Each time you may have a little bit more wherewithal. Can you feel your face? Can you feel what's touching the floor? What else can you notice here? Last breath. Step back. Warrior 1. Let's take eagle arms, left elbow on top. Open up the upper back. And shift weight forward. Come onto the toes, that back foot. Step into eagle, Garudasana. Knee on top of knee. Unwind, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. You can get steady with 2 hands on the floor, and then when you're ready, lift the right arm high, going towards a straight line from one arm to the other. Towards a long spine, long neck, long straight right leg. And then release. Let's drop the right foot to the floor, and this time separate your feet so they're hip width apart. Let the upper body release, hanging in ragdoll or any arm position, any movement. We'll use this as a resting pose, letting go. Let's lower the hips, come into a squat, Malasana. If your heels don't easily come to the floor, you may want to turn your toes out or widen your stance. You're also welcome to use props. It may work better to sit on something like a block or slide a little something under the heels like a blanket. You can open up the knees using the elbows. Try and roll the shoulders back and down so the chest is open. And we'll work our root lock here, Mula Bandha. Same as a Kegel exercise. So as you exhale, draw the pelvic floor muscles in and up. As you inhale, release that. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. Exhale, engage. Inhale, release. And then engage and keep holding, keep breathing, drawing in strongly through the bottom. Connecting that to the top, feeling the full length of your torso, your spine, the space you take up. And then release. And let's go ahead and take a seat back. You can extend the legs forward. If you want to sit up on something, a little lift under the hips could help bring the pelvis more upright. You can begin with hands on the floor, also helping to get the spine nice and tall, and then fold forward. If you're able to reach your feet, go ahead and grab them. If you can't reach your feet, you could either use a strap or scarf around them or go back to having hands on the floor. Each inhale, look for length. Each exhale, little deeper fold until you meet your edge. And then breath by breath, see if there's anything to adjust. At any moment, you might go deeper, or you might back out a little. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's bend the right leg in for Janushirshasana. Sole of the foot to the inner thigh. We'll square off the torso over that straight leg and then fold again, using your hands to support you where it makes sense for you. So it could be on your foot, the floor, some combination or a strap. Lengthen and fold. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Straighten the right leg, bend the left leg. Same thing, other side. Adjusting the torso so you fold over that straight leg. Use your hands to support you in the way that works best for your body. Shoulders are down, away from the ears. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Bring both soles of the feet together, Baddha Konasana. You might grab your toes or your ankles with that grip. Lengthen and then fold. Elbows could push against the legs to help open them, or if it works better for you, you could lean into your hands or elbows in front of you. Towards length, towards folding. And keep looking for reactivity. Let a type of quality be your goal. So really present, feeling, being fully here where you are right now, open awareness, and as much ease as possible. And we each have lots of conditioned responses, stress responses that may not be serving. So in this shape, there may be no use in bringing the shoulders up, even though that could be where they are. So just checking over and over again, can I relax my shoulders? Can I relax my jaw? Can I relax the muscles around my eyes? Can I open up perception while I'm here doing this? Let's bring the upper body back up. We're going to open the legs wide, Upavishta Konasana, wide angle pose. Try and have your feet and knees pointing straight up. If they're falling one way or the other, keep bringing them straight up. Pelvis neutral, which if you want, put a little something under your hips. You can have your hands on the floor behind you or in front of you, or walk forward, coming further down. Exploring what the limits are. And as you meet your edge, your limit, is it possible to surrender, to soften, open, and hear? And at any point, you back out a little bit, so you're never going beyond the limits. If you did fold forward, walk your hands back in, coming up. Let's lean back, draw the legs in. We'll shake out there. And then come into cow face pose, gomukasana. We're going to cross the right leg on top. And for cow face pose, try and have knee on top of knee. So you might need to scooch your ankles a little further out to the side or a little further back behind you. And again, sitting up on something can help. And if this is really tight, straightening the bottom leg can make it a little less tight. So finding how this works best for you. We're going to try and get that right hip a little more grounded by bringing the left elbow across, right hand into a fist, press down, and this can also give you an opportunity to twist. Lengthen as you twist, and feel that right sit bone as if it were growing roots, melting, sinking, whatever image helps you, drop it. And lengthen the spine away from those grounded sit bones. Let's release around to the front. Keep both sit bones grounded. We're going to interlace fingers behind the back. Open up the heart. And you can stay upright or fold over the legs, whatever amount is possible. Maybe just dropping your head. If you can, reach your arms up and back away from you, do so. And then release. Come up, lean back, unwind, and switch. Other leg on top, knee on top of knee. Scoot your ankles out to the side. Try and get that left hip really grounded. Right elbow is going to come across, left hand into a fist, pressing down. Feel that left sit bone into the floor. Lengthen and rotate. Last breath. Unwind, interlace fingers behind the back. Maybe the other thumb on top this time, non-dominant way. Open up the chest, fold. And then release. Let's unwind. We'll take a little windshield wiper side to side. Let the knees flop one way and the other. As you're on one hip, you might rub that hip into the floor a little self-massage. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Take a little circle or rock with your knees, massaging the lower back and sacrum into the floor. Let's set up for a couple back bends. Starting with bridge, drop your feet to the floor, hip width apart, parallel. Press your feet down, lift your hips up. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back, shrug your shoulders underneath you. Spread the upper back and lower back away from one another. Nice strong legs, hips high. When the pose feels complete, come down and rest. Let your back release. If you feel like coming up again, come up again. Same thing, or any other back bend. If there's a different one you would prefer, you're welcome. And stay as long or short as you like. When are done with your back bends, you can move on to a counter stretch. You can come back to knees to chest or happy baby, grabbing soles of the feet on the inside, pressing the knees towards the floor. And check in with your body. How would you like to wrap up this practice? Is there any last pose or stretch or anything you want to do to feel complete? Might finish with a twist, an inversion, restorative pose, something else. Whatever you're choosing to do, feeling fully, listening to your body. Each time you finish something, you can again ask, what's needed now? You don't have to worry about getting it right. No right or wrong way to do this. We're each learning how to take care of our bodies through trial and error as best we can. Whenever you feel complete, you can start getting ready for Savasana, your final resting pose. If you have extra layers you want to put on or props you want to grab, take your time. If there's a part of your body that needs little attention, self-massage can be great to help let things go. Eventually letting go of the control of your breath. Letting go of the weight of your body. Letting go of trying to do anything. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. And let this movement increase gradually through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. Come to a comfortable cross-legged position. Bring hands together at the heart. And just take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. You might let that gratitude expand out to the people and circumstances that make it possible for you to be here. And that could extend far and wide. Maybe even sending gratitude and well wishes to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a good rest of your day.